Now, another very prominent female television host is winding up this week, and that is Leigh Sales, finishing up at 7:30. She's staying at the ABC, presumably, but she'll finish hosting the 7:30 report.
That's right, Chris. So Leigh Sales is finishing up this week. There's been a lot in the media about this. She's done many interviews about this. We read in The Australian there's going to be celebrations at the ABC. One of the programs dedicated to Leigh, her last program. But let's just remind viewers, I mean, Leigh has been doing that job a long time. I think it's 12 years at the 7:30 report. But let's just remind viewers, Chris, she's not leaving the ABC. So we're carrying on a bit here, and this is what I find with the ABC. It happened with Paul Kennedy on the breakfast program. When he left, they had cakes, they had celebrations. I thought he was leaving the ABC for good, and he wasn't. So I think they sort of need to get a little bit of a grip here. Leigh's moving on to some other role which hasn't been disclosed yet. She's not leaving the public broadcaster as you'd think she would be with all the coverage she's getting of recent weeks.
The Festival of Leigh, they call it. Look, it's a significant job, and the fact she's moving on should be recorded. But yeah, she's going to pop up talking on the ABC, you know, a week or a month later. So it all a bit strange and self-indulgent. Of course, Sarah Ferguson's going to take over. So we're hoping in episode 1 she'll apologise for her story of the century, the 3-part series that spun a wild conspiracy theory
about that, Chris.
About Vladimir Putin installing Trump in the White House. Absolute rot, but it's still there. The ABC's never really recanted from that. I want to just go to, speaking of the ABC, go to the BBC. Just an amazing story out of Britain where a directive has gone out to BBC staff when it comes to all gender issues. And they're saying that there are 150 different ways people can describe their gender or their sexuality or whatnot, and people have to be alive to this, and they want the BBC journalists to put their pronouns in their emails. I mean, this is coming our way soon, isn't it?
Well, probably. I mean, the ABC does tend to follow things that the BBC does, Chris, but I can tell you after spending several weeks in the UK, there's an awful lot of Brits that do not like the BBC, and they do not like paying that licence fee they have to compulsorily pay every year. But the BBC, I mean, it's getting more woke than it ever could, and I think there's no need to be doing this, but they continue to push this narrative down, these, you know, making staff put pronouns on their email signatures, all these different ways you've got to refer to people. And if you hear a staff member incorrectly referring to someone with the wrong pronouns, Chris, you're meant to pull them aside and tell them off. I mean,
extraordinary
where is this
stuff
going to stop?
Exactly. Bizarre stuff. Thanks for joining us, Sophie. Appreciate it.